Hello, I am Gerald Pennick, President of the Southeastern California Conference of Seventh-day Adventists. Today, the team and I are here to talk to you about our last 5 years of progress, challenges, and our hoped and prayed for trajectory as we look toward the next 5 years of growth and opportunity. We have always sought and continue to seek Jesus as the content and context of our work. We truly believe that it is our duty and honor to listen when Jesus says, "Follow me." The last 5 years have shown considerable growth statistically, but statistics only tell part of the story. The real stories come from the people that these statistics represent. These aren't only numbers to be proud of, but people, families, husbands and wives, moms, dads, grandparents, and kids. It's the people of God, those coming to the kingdom, that these numbers represent.
Hello, I'm Sandy Roberts, Executive Secretary for Southeastern California Conference. Our growth over the last 5 years has been considerable. This growth is due to a few things: evangelism, transition into our conference, and churches becoming more deeply engaged with their communities. People moving into the region is a simple way to grow, and we praise God that they have found a church home where they can follow Christ. But evangelism has played a major role as well, whether it's traditional evangelistic campaigns or churches deciding that they can mean more to those who live around them.
We have seen 5 new companies and 9 new churches in the last 5 years grow in our region. Our numbers have grown by over 4,000 people, and each one of them has a conversion story and a relationship with Jesus.
We welcome the new members into the broader Seventh-day Adventist community.
Hello, my name is Verlin Strauss, Treasurer of the Southeastern California Conference. With greater numbers comes greater dollars, but with that comes the responsibility to follow Jesus in our finances. We know that every dollar that finds its way to our office is a decision to follow Jesus, and we take that seriously. As well, our conference understands its greater role in the world church as a leader in giving, as well as our ability to fund new and innovative ministries. The last 5 years has been a tough one financially in this region. We were hit with a housing crash that has changed the way people live, work, play, and retire. Through all this, you have remained faithful, and the tithe trend is slowly on the uptick. And while $47 million seems like a great deal of money, and certainly it is, but when dispersed between over 1,700 full and part-time employees, multiple facilities, ministry budgets, and healthcare costs, it never goes as far as we'd hope. However, this is said with a great deal of gratitude for the consistent and sacrificial giving that our members have displayed for the last many years, as well as projection for the upcoming years. In the upcoming few years, I believe that it is reasonable to expect a 2% increase in our tithe and offerings.
Our schools hold our most valuable resources, our children. While the number of schools in our conference decreased by a few, our trending for the last year is looking up. We believe very strongly that while it is a sacrifice for parents to send their children to our schools, it is worth it. In order to keep our kids in schools, our churches are working hard to stay up to date with their subsidies. Perhaps we can look at it another way. Investing in our children is a long-term investment. As they grow in both stature and in faith, we are incredibly blessed to grow with them. It is important that the conference and its constituents always support Adventist education, in that it is the foundation of the transference of faith to the next generation. These students represent the trajectory of the conference and of the Seventh-day Adventist Church. If I could sum up how we feel about Adventist education in a short message, it would simply be, it's worth it. Statistics show that students who go to Adventist schools are more prepared for college, attend college more regularly, are more involved in significantly less at-risk behavior, and generally have a greater loyalty to the church because of their Adventist educational experience. But beyond statistics, we believe in the teachers who are affecting the lives of our young people. The commitment that our teaching workforce has is overwhelmingly positive, and the return on the investment that we receive from our teachers and their relationships with their students is unquantifiable. To be able to have people of deep faith guiding our young people will always be a priority of the Southeastern California Conference.
We have amazing pastors in our conference. They are some of the best. We as administrators believe that, and therefore we take seriously the process of hiring and replacing pastors. We have a commitment to the theological education of our pastors, and we put resources toward their growth, competency, and maturing process. Our pastors are the front line in showing our region what love is. They work hard in order to create a tangible expression of love to our church members. Together, pastors and members minister to their local communities. From evangelism to outreach to publishing and literature, we are blessed to follow Christ in concrete ways of love, hope, belief, and faith. Our student literature ministry has made a significant impact on our evangelism over the last 5 years. Their passion for God shows not only in numbers, but more importantly in the people that they have touched. Their ministry has grown in participation every year. And we keep saying it, but all of this is really about people.
People.
People. It is the people of the conference that have set the agenda, but it is the administrators who have been called to help actualize their God-given vision. We have always done this with a deep sense of respect and energy that can only have come from God. As your vision for this region continues to be, well, Herculean is not the right word, let's just say it is God-sized.
And a God-sized vision is God-given. God continually amazes us in that He plants the vision and then brings the people to accomplish that vision. As we look to the future, we can see that God is at work in preaching, teaching, publishing, and in the lives of our people. We know we belong to a global church, but we also believe that God has given us a leading responsibility within this global community, be it through finances, innovation, articulation of the gospel, or theology. SCCC believes in first being a follower of Jesus Christ.
We believe that we can look to the future in strategy and planning, while at the same time expecting the soon return of Jesus Christ. Preparing for the future means tough decisions, new and innovative collaborations, and a deeper and growing respect for the communities that God has placed us in. Our churches must continue to be hubs of faith, spirituality, love, and moral compasses for their neighbors. And they must grow, not just in numbers, but in the mission of Jesus Christ. All of us need to continue to grow in faith and maturity so that we can live out the mission of Christ that He has set before us. Our churches then will become places where people are loved deeply within their communities. And we can do this because Southeastern California Conference has great people.
People.
People.